Tournament action for the girls. Rossford and Otsego out at Clay for the Division II sectional semifinal. Bulldogs would come out strong. Pick and roll finds Haley Hogan for the deuce. 6-1 lead. Rossford out in front will jump ahead in the first where Scarlett Williams knocks down the long jumper. And Rossford is leading after one. But here come those Knights. Jocelyn Cornell jumping the passing lane. Goes coast to coast for the score. And Otsego would take the lead headed into halftime. Now Rossford's Scarlett Williams had herself a night. 28 points for the Bulldogs. But in the end, Otsego too much to handle. Here's JC Struder driving baseline. Takes this game over as Otsego also takes over. They win 48-39. They will advance to the next round.
Huge win. First tournament win in 3 years. Huge win. And fourth win of the year. We didn't win any games last year, so we're morphing in the right direction. Yeah, our energy picked up in the second quarter. We started a couple sophomores and freshmen, so I think it was jitters. I think it was just jitters. And once we settled down, we were fine. Got back to the game plan and executed well.
Mason Lowry and Scoot Miller have more from Clay High School.
Well, you know, I think Sophie Dimmick of Otsego likes playing against Rossford. When they met for the second time of the regular season, had 17 big points in a 17-point win. Tonight, 14, all in the second half.
Yeah, she was really incredible, and they needed every one of those points there as this Rossford team refused to go away. But a big night for the sophomore once again.
In a lot of respects, this Otsego team did not play like the 3-19 team they were in the regular season. For one thing, they've got plenty of balance. Sam Lear, a genuinely very, very good low-post player. She matched Dimmick's 14, did most of her damage in the first half. And for a team that averaged almost 27 turnovers a game in the regular season, they did not hurt them tonight.
Yeah, it was incredible. You talk about team effort. That's exactly what we saw here tonight. So many girls came in and not only hit the scoring column, but did a great job at the defensive end. We talked about, we thought turnovers might be the difference. Well, they turned that around. They forced a lot of Rossford turnovers. And I thought their defense was really did the job here tonight, and they're going to move on.
Jocelyn Cornell, their 4'11 freshman point guard, had a nice game too, 7 points, and played very well on the defensive end. Scarlett Williams certainly caught our eye for Rossford, the sophomore and all-NBC performer, 28 big points. The problem is she got very little offensive help, and for a team that is not very deep anyway, they lost a starter, Mia DiBertoli, to an injury in the opening minutes of the game. They played most of the night with just 5. They really wore down in the second half.
They really did. Williams was incredible, but I thought her whole team really kind of played their hearts out. The fact that that injury early, I thought, really hurt those guys. They were thin coming in. The fact that they had to go with the same rotation, they just kind of wore out a little bit. But that's a team that's got a lot of good pieces coming back. That's a team heading in the right direction.
So hats off to Rossford on kind of a transitional season with a very young team, but it's Otsego, also a young team. They're moving on. They'll face Rogers, the 2 seed of the district, in the next round on Saturday.